got great, warm greetings from the KUDOS Latte podcast. And today, this show is going to be super amazing because somebody has charged me up. And before I host my guest, if you want to know who is today the great, gracious, versatile, and a very positive person, positive guest, then you have to check out her video first. Here is my lovely guest, Elaine Starling. Welcome to the show. And it's been a great privilege and honor for me to host you because you have charged me.
Oh, I'm so excited that I charged you up, Supriya. This is going to be so much fun. I love your energy. I love this show. I love what you're doing and the difference that you're making for people. So thank you so much for inviting me.
Well, Elaine, already the show is on fire. And yes, so many people, global ambassadors, global leaders, and educators are, and including me, we are so excited. And we are so excited to know who is actually Elaine Starling and what is her life journey. And let's go.
Absolutely. You know, I have a different kind of path than a lot of people do. I was blessed on New Year's Day 2005 to have a stroke. And I always say blessed because during my stroke, I got to have a conversation with our higher power. And I got a complete download about how everything works, why we're alive, how we can live our best life, and what happens next after this life. And then I was told I had to share it with everybody. And I totally freaked out because it was like swallowing Google whole with all the likes, all the shares, all the links, everything. And I'm like, how in the world do I make this simple and easy for people to understand? And that's what got me going with my show, The Abundance Journey, where I showcase all the different ways abundance shows up for us. And I share the 5 steps to activate your abundance, which is also in my book, 5 Steps to Activate Your Abundance, Living Your Dream Life from Within. You know, it's easier than you think. And I am blessed in every moment. One of the messages, I get messages all the time. I call it the divine. It's my term for God, our higher power. And one of the messages that I got is, look, every single experience you have is designed to be a blessing for you. And when you welcome it in as a blessing, then more opportunities arise. So recently I was on vacation in Vermont and I had a retinal tear in my left eye. And I had to quickly fly home to get emergency surgery. Unfortunately, the first surgery didn't keep. It tore in a different area. So I got to have the same surgery a second time. How fun is that? So I was having a conversation with the divine. I'm like, okay, I know I'm divinely guided. What's going on here? And they reminded me that the only way I would ever meet the second surgeon was if my eye had torn a second time. So it's really interesting. When you have this surgery, it turns out it's super common, like it happens all the time, and they could totally fix my vision. So I'm not worried about it at all. But it was really interesting because they do have you on anesthesia, but they don't have you completely asleep because when you're asleep, your head will jerk uncontrollably. So you're totally out. You can't see anything. You can't feel anything. So I'm just in this state of grace. And I feel angels holding my hands. And I feel like I'm in this beautiful divine energy. And at one point, I hear the surgeon take a really deep sigh because he'd been at it for a while. He was getting a little tired. And I said, Your hands are guided by angels. You are in divine grace. All is well. And after the surgery was over, in front of my husband, he touched my shoulder. He said, you made me a better surgeon today. You don't know the difference you can have for other people, but you're divinely guided into different situations with the divine hoping that you will show up as your true divine self, not just to support other people, because that's how you support yourself the most. So, yeah.
Exactly. And yes, this awesome positive journey of Elaine. What should I say? Because I'm so mesmerized and I'm so, stuck up. What? Wow. How? because people are very, very less. People are very rare in this world who have such positive vibes. And this is all I say, the God gift vibes, because everybody can't charge people. I like how Elaine 10 minutes back charged me. So I feel a very positive vibe from Elaine, and I'm sure this journey is going to touch millions of people and zillions of people, and especially feminine leaders who needs more energy to work, all strong women to work for their family, for their professional growth.
Well,
Elaine,
actually, more than you know. Could I share
yeah,
one more thing? Because often
sure. Most welcome.
people make the mistake of thinking, yeah, but I'm just me. Like I'm just little old me. I don't matter. I don't count. On the contrary, you count big time. There's a wonderful book called Connected. The tagline's really long. The surprising power of our social networks and how they shape our lives. Just remember connected. Now, the social scientists who wrote this book wanted to confirm if the 6 degrees of separation was real and how much impact we have. They discovered something called the 3 degrees of influence rule. So if you imagine you're in a bullseye and you're the center of the bullseye, there are 3 rings around you. You have influence over your friends, friends, friends. I was like, that's really interesting. So I asked Dr. Google, how many people is that on average? And she came back with a New York Times article that was quoting a study that had recently come out that the average American knows about 600 people. And I thought, what? There's no way in the world I know 600 people. I talked to 2 of my friends. I said, oh no, that's really low. You know, closer to 1,000 people. I was like, okay, whoa, I did not do the math. I'm not buying this, but let's just pretend that 600 is the real number and see what happens. So here you are at the center of your bullseye, and that first ring is the 600 people that you know. Well, every single one of those 600 people knows 600 people. That's 360,000 people in your second ring. And every single one of those 360,000 people knows 600 people. That's 216 million people in your third ring.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
according to these social scientists, every single thing you think, feel, say, and do ripples out to 216,360,600 people. Everything. Now, that's not the freaky part. Here comes the freaky part. How much influence do you actually have? Again, these social scientists did all the evaluation. And it turns out that when you're having a great day, the people in your first ring, those 600 people, are 15% more likely to have a great day just because you are having a great day. And the 360,000 people in your second ring are 10% more likely to have a great day just because you're having a great day. And the 216 million people you're convinced there's not a way in the world you can have an impact on them, they are 6% more likely to have a great day just because you're having a great day. And when you are not having a great day or you feel low energy, don't worry about it. It's kind of like dodgeball. Nobody wants it. They're ducking and weaving to get away from the negative stuff, but you're connected. You're connected to all these people. So when you're feeling a little bit low, you can connect to my energy, connect to Dr. Supriya's energy. We are high vibe people, and we are more than happy to connect to our energy with yours.
Exactly. I do agree. I reciprocate the same. Elaine, very true. And yes, we do have a lot of positive energy, but only thing is we need to stay away from negative people and negative energy. And that's very, very important. And yes, on this platform, even I do feel when you meet with some good people in your life, you feel elated, you feel warmed up, and you need not to do any jogging or some exercises because they loved you and you loved their spirit. How I'm loving Elaine's spirit, and that's the thing, that's the chemistry, geography, history, or civics, whatever you want to say, we are sharing together. So this is really awesome, and this is really fabulous with Latte, with my lovely guest, Elaine. And Elaine, one thing is really popping me up. This strong lady whom I'm hosting today on the Latte podcast must have seen lots and lot of challenges, because I can sense n number of challenges had made you today the best, the strongest woman who is charging everyone. So, along with my global audience, I would love to know your challenges, your hurdles. You can see your problems, your challenges, whatever you want to say. And the most important thing is, how did you overcome those pretty challenges? So that's going to inspire our leaders today.
Absolutely. You know, it was very interesting. Right before I had my stroke, I had my own company and I was doing media advertising and purchasing advertising for big companies, technology companies in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I could tell things were just not going to go my way. I could tell that things needed to evolve and change, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And so I told my husband about a month before we went on vacation, I'm going to stop thrashing. I'm just going to enjoy the status quo. There's so many things in my life that are blessed. I'm going to stop stressing over my business and what to change. And then I had this stroke. And at the end of the conversation, I heard, "Are you sure you're done?" I said, "Well, no, I'm halfway through my vacation. I'm having a great time in New Zealand." And they were like, no, you don't understand. You said you were done thrashing. If you're sure you're done, we can use that ectoplasm for something else. Are you sure you're done? And I knew I was really close to something important. And if I had chosen to stay with the divine, I would have had to start all over again from the very beginning. And my husband would have been really pissed off. So I was like, "No, I'm not done." And they said, "Great, get back and get busy." And so I came back and I spent the next 10 years of my life helping my parents and my in-laws with end of life issues, slowly transitioning out of my business and shifting into my new business, which is all about empowering people to understand how you come from that divine space in everything you do. And life just becomes easy and joyous. You are so much more abundant than you realize, but you struggle all the time between the human self and the higher self. And it's understanding how to combine those two for an optimal experience in your life. So I'm just so blessed now that I understand how I can partner with the divine, because it's not like you're this lowly ant down here and there's God up there somewhere. No. You are an active partner. You were saying that it's really challenging when you're around negative people. And I totally agree. It was so interesting. I was doing this exercise. It's called the 7-day mental diet. It actually came out in like the 1920s. And the idea is for 7 days, you ignore all the negative stuff. You don't pay attention to the news. You try not to hang out near gossip. You just block out all the negative stuff. So I'm trying to do this. And it doesn't matter what I do or where I go. I'm shown natural disasters. I overhear arguments. I mean, it's just nonstop. And finally, I was like, "Okay, divine, what's going on here? I'm trying to be positive. What the heck?" And they said, "Darling, we are tapping you on the shoulder, reminding you that you're our partner. Whenever you see something that you don't like, you see homelessness, you see people who are starving, you see people who are destitute, you see people who are struggling because their homes burned up in a fire. Anytime you see something that you would love to have improve and you don't know how to do it, that's when we're reminding you to send those people love and blessings. See them as whole and healed, that all is well. And this is a blip on their journey to greatness. Hold that vision for them. Hold that space for them. We'll take care of the rest. But you are here as a partner. We are guiding you and you are guiding us where you need our energy to be. Remember to guide us at all times." And I was shown this image. They often send me images of a port where all the water had come out and the ships are on their sides in the bay. And as the water starts to come back in, it goes into the deepest spots. It fills the deepest holes first, and then it gets to the boats and it raises all the boats all at the same time. And the message was, those who most need love are those who have forgotten how to love. Those who are struggling need our support.
Very true, Elaine. I must say that, yes, and I can feel that God has gifted you some energy, some positive energy, because these words are just not like that flowing and flowing, because you're really charging the people, you're really influencing the people, and most important, you're really transforming the people. So this is really a boon to you, which you have bestowed with Almighty. And I must say, keep doing this great things, because bringing a smile on anyone's face is really a great thing, because everybody can bring a lot of stress, a lot of tears on anyone's face, but bringing a smile is really a great boon. So you're doing a fabulous job, and hats off to you. I don't have any hats, but still hats off to you. This is so great, Elaine. And yeah, when we're talking about your work, why don't we talk about, okay, let's talk about the Abundance Ambassador. What's that, Elaine, and how people can connect with you and how can they leverage from your great work? So let's talk about your work, your profession. Go on.
Absolutely. Well, I love being the abundance ambassador because what does an ambassador do? They introduce you to the customs and the mores so that you understand how it works. So when you get to meet abundance, you know you're in abundance and you can have a good time with abundance. Because when you stop and think about it, abundance is an energy. When you feel abundant is when you feel full of possibility and opportunity. You feel strong, you feel capable and resourceful. You don't know what's coming. Now, the most powerful state of being is being in a state of grateful curiosity. I don't know which questions you're going to ask me. I really don't. But I can lean in with delight and wonder and excitement, knowing that whatever you ask me, the answers are going to flow through me for you and for the audience. Yes, it's my voice that you hear, but honestly, I don't feel like it's my words that you hear. I feel like you're truly hearing from the divine. It's so interesting because I'll sit for guidance and I'll write out, what does the divine want me to know? And I'll just start writing. And as I'm writing, it doesn't seem to make any sense. But then when I go back and I read it out loud, there is some profound information that's there for me. It was really interesting. I had this incredible experience during my stroke. I've never experienced such intense, unconditional love in my life. And I've been blessed with my husband, my family, my friends, nothing against any of them, but this was like a cut above kind of love. I can't even describe it. It was so amazing. And I came out of the stroke with absolutely no damage. I was like, wow, I want more of that, but hold the stroke. I'll take the unconditional love all the time. Thank you very much. How do I get more of that? And so I did all this research, I read all these books and everything. And they said, well, you just have to allow. You have to open yourself up and allow. So I was allowing my little heart out. And every once in a while, I'd get a download and it felt great. It was amazing. But it was not this constant, all-encompassing, unconditional love. And finally, in frustration, I had done my meditation. I sat down for guidance. And I'm like, why isn't this allowing thing working for me? I was kind of in a nasty tone of voice, right? While I'm writing. And I immediately got this message. What is the image that comes to mind when you think of the word allow? Now, I never put anything on anybody because you have a different relationship with words than I do. But I immediately saw myself behind a door with a chain on the door, and I'm peeking out the door at the divine, and I am terrified because I don't know what's coming. I don't know how to control it. And I suddenly realized, for me, the word allow is a mind-based word. My mind wants systems and processes and logic and cause and effect, and a guarantee would be really nice. I want to be able to duplicate the effect every time. And I thought, wow, okay, that's not the kind of relationship I can have with the divine because obviously it's beyond human comprehension. So I need a heart-based word. I need something that really represents the kind of relationship that I want with the divine. And I had to think about it. It did not come to me right away. I finally realized that my word is welcome. Now I welcome the divine. I welcome collaborative conversations. I welcome every single one of my clients with this energy of I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, I'm so blessed that we get to spend this time together. I don't know what's coming, but in that state of grateful curiosity, everything opens up.
Awesome, great, marvelous, fantabulous. I am getting shortage of words, Elaine. Yes, very true. When you allow something and that is in your mind, you allow. And when you just stop and allow, only welcome the word is exactly welcoming the positive things, the positive thoughts you really make yourself. So that's that's the chunks of wisdom, of chunks, hunks, whatever you want to call it. But please welcome the good words, the good thoughts, and please don't allow what you don't want. So this is really fabulous. And yes, here I would love to draw the attention of my global viewers. Kindly connect with Elaine. She's there on Facebook. She's there on LinkedIn. Hope so. and you can connect with her and can make your life very meaningful, because after this I'm going to connect with her for her fabulous workshops or whatever she's doing, because it's very great if you are connected with strong and very positive people. They are going to change yourself and change your life too. So hats off to you, Elaine. And yes, people are going to connect with you, people are going to be with you, and the abundance ambassador, they are going to get a lot of abundance from you in the form of positivity, in the form of happiness. That's matter a lot. So great
Yes.
one, great going. Yeah,
Please visit my website,
yeah.
theabundancejourney.com. And that's also the name of my show, The Abundance Journey. So you can find that
Exactly.
as a podcast and
I'm going
also
to
on
post
YouTube.
all these your website links, your programs on my timeline when we are going to shoot our products and our photographs. So no worries, you can find her website on my timeline, and let's go with the flow. Awesome one. Well, Elaine, this time the journey which we have covered about your life journey, your challenges, which were really, really fabulous, your welcoming and your allowing theory. I love that. And your abundance ambassador. Now, this portion, we are going to talk about. Are you ready to take up the rapid fire challenge? So let's go. Awesome. Which is your favorite color?
Blue.
Oh, that's what you're wearing. Your favorite coffee.
Oh, I love vanilla coffee.
Awesome. Great one. Your dream destination.
Paris. Love
Oh,
Paris.
your favorite book.
Oh, I read so many books. It's hard to pick just one. A recent favorite is a book called I Am. It will really change how you think about who you are and how you are living your life. It is a magnificent book. I Am.
Great. I'm going to read that because it's going to change everyone today. Great one. Your favorite cuisine.
Oh, man. I am in California, so I tend to love California cuisine. A yummy salad. Yes.
Awesome. That's great one. Your role model.
Oh, wow. There's so many wonderful role models out there. Um, I love Oprah. I also love Deborah Poneman. She has Yes to Success. She's amazing. Brendan Bouchard is also one of my mentors and a hero of mine. There are so many amazing people out there. I could never pick just one. And of course, Dr. Supriya, all the work that you're doing, you're definitely one of my role models.
Oh, awesome. This is really great. One word for Elaine Starling.
Joyous.
Ah, that's what was coming in my mind too. Joyous and, a positive energy giver. That's what I can say. You do charge people. All right. Last but not the least, if God will come in front of you, what three wishes you will ask for?
How may I serve you?
Three wishes only you can answer.
I know, but that is my wish, is to serve God to the best of my ability. It is such an
Wow.
honor and such a privilege to do that in every
Awesome.
moment. To embody that is the ultimate experience that anyone can have. So that is my biggest wish. My second biggest wish would be to facilitate the healing on our planet so that everyone can have that kind of experience, that kind of rich connection with the God of their understanding. And also, how can we celebrate our lives in a deeper, richer way so we own who we are and who we are being in every moment?
Awesome, Elaine. You really touched my heart. It's so emotional. Oh, really? Hats off to
Tears of
you.
joy.
And fabulous. You played very, very well. And I am so, so, so elated. So, I don't have any words what I had. Really, you really made this platform, you made this session And whenever I will feel low, because we all are human beings, we feel low. Sometimes we look so good, but sometimes something is going in our heart. I'm going to watch this telecast, replay Tesla telecast. I'm going to charge myself the light. So thank you so much for coming to our show. It's been a great privilege and honor. It was a really, really great honor for me to host you. And this is not the end, because every ending has a starting journey, lovely journey. We are going to collaborate for further conferences and for further talk shows, and everything is in abundance. The abundance ambassador, Elaine Starling. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, global audience, how can I forget you? For thank you so much for loving us, cheering us, motivating us. Keep doing that. Till then, stay happy, Helen Hearty. Bye bye for now.